Okay, let's start, folks. Have you ever made a New Year's resolution about your finances? If not, 2024 might be the perfect time to start. Welcome to the season of new beginnings, my friends. As the confetti settles and the toasts are made, many of us find ourselves scribbling down resolutions. And let's be honest, most of those resolutions revolve around getting fit, eating healthier, or learning a new language. But how about we shake things up a bit this year? Imagine this. You're at a New Year's party, and everyone's sharing their resolutions. Amidst the usual chorus of lose 10 pounds and read more books, you pipe up with, I'm going to improve my financial health. You'd certainly have everyone's attention then, wouldn't you? Jokes aside, it's surprising how often we overlook our financial goals when making resolutions. But just like your physical health or personal growth, your financial health deserves some attention too. More than just a means to an end, money is a tool that can help us achieve our dreams, whether that's taking a trip around the world or buying your dream home. Financial resolutions are not just about cutting back on lattes or resisting the urge to buy those shoes on sale. They are about setting realistic and achievable goals for your money. It's about understanding how to make your money work for you, rather than you working for your money. And here's the best part. Financial resolutions are easier to keep than you might think. Unlike that gym membership, you won't have to sweat it out, literally. With a bit of planning and discipline, you can make significant strides towards your financial goals. So, as we bid goodbye to 2023 and welcome the dawn of 2024, let's make a pact. Let's make this the year we take control of our financial future. And remember, it's not about how much you earn, but how much you save and invest. So, let's dive into some financial resolutions you might consider for the upcoming year. Resolution 1. Make a budget. Sounds dull, right? But it's not as tedious as you might think. So, let's get started. What exactly is a budget? Well, in the simplest terms, it's a plan for your money. It's like a roadmap for your financial journey, guiding you on where to allocate your resources and helping you avoid those pesky financial potholes. Now, why is it vital, you might ask? Imagine you're on a road trip without a map, or worse, without any idea of where you're going. You're likely to end up lost, right? That's exactly what happens when you don't have a budget. You might end up spending on things you don't need and ignoring the ones you do. So, a budget is your financial compass, keeping you on track. Now let's move on to the fun part, how to create a budget. First, list out your income sources. Yes, even that $5 you won at poker last night. Next, jot down your expenses. And no, buying that limited edition comic book doesn't count as a necessity. Once you've got these two, subtract your expenses from your income. If you end up with a positive number, congratulations. You're on the right track. But if it's negative, well, you might have to rethink that comic book purchase. Here's a funny thing about budgets though. Some people think they're like that strict, no-fun aunt who never lets you have dessert before dinner. But that's a common misconception. A budget isn't about depriving yourself of the things you love. It's about finding a balance between your needs and wants. It's about making informed decisions so you can enjoy your dessert guilt-free. Lastly, a bit of wisdom for you. Budgeting isn't a one-time thing, it's a process. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't do it once and expect to have pearly whites forever, right? You need to stick to it, adjust it as needed, and keep it realistic. Remember, a budget is not a restriction but a financial game plan. So go ahead, make your game plan and take control of your financial journey in 2024. Resolution 2. Save more. It's easier said than done, isn't it? But let's be real. The key to a stress-free financial life is a healthy savings account. Saving money is like eating your vegetables. You might not always enjoy it, but it's essential for your overall well-being. Let's start with a simple rule. The age-old wisdom of paying yourself first. When you receive your paycheck, don't rush to pay off bills or splurge on the latest gadget. Instead, set aside a certain percentage for your savings right away. It could be as little as 10% or as much as 50% if you're feeling ambitious. The point is to make a habit of it. Another practical tip? Automate your savings. It's the 21st century after all. Let's put technology to good use. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account. It's a hassle-free way to build your savings without even thinking about it. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Those pesky little spending habits that eat away at our savings. We all have them. Maybe it's that daily latte habit that costs you a small fortune each month, or those online shopping sprees that always seem to happen when you're bored. Here's a little joke for you. Why did the smartphone go to therapy? Because it had a severe case of app addiction. It's funny because it's true. We've all fallen prey to the allure of one-click purchases and the convenience of mobile banking. But remember, every little bit adds up. Cutting back on these seemingly insignificant expenses can lead to significant savings over time. So the next time you're about to make an impulsive purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? More often than not, the answer will be a resounding no. So, let's bid farewell to those impulsive purchases and say hello to a healthier savings account. Remember, saving money isn't about depriving yourself of fun, it's about securing your future. And who wouldn't want that? Resolution 3. Pay off debt. Now that's a resolution worth sticking to. Imagine debt as that uninvited house guest who overstays their welcome. They eat your food, occupy your favorite spot on the couch, and before you know it, they've moved into the spare bedroom. Not cool, right? Well, that's what debt does to your financial growth. It overstays, overstretches, and overruns your financial plans, leaving you with little room to breathe. So, how do we show this unwelcome guest the door? Well, it starts with a plan. Just like you'd strategically avoid your in-laws during the holidays, you need a strategic plan to tackle your debts. Start by listing all your debts, from the smallest to the largest. It's like making a guest list for a party, but, in this case, it's a farewell party for your debts. Once you've got your list, it's time to start paying them off. Begin with the smallest debt. It's like kicking out the smallest and most annoying guest first. It gives you a sense of accomplishment and motivates you to keep going. This method, known as the snowball method, can be a powerful tool in your debt elimination arsenal. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or shall we say, the biggest house guest. Paying off larger debts might seem daunting, like trying to move a sumo wrestler off your couch. But remember, every journey starts with a single step. So, make regular, consistent payments towards your large debts while keeping up with the minimum payments on your smaller ones. Lastly, avoid accumulating more debt. It's like not inviting more guests while you're trying to get the current ones to leave. Cut down on unnecessary expenses, live within your means, and most importantly, remember that credit is not free money. Paying off debt may not be easy, but it's definitely a resolution worth the sweat and tears. After all, there's nothing better than having the entire house, or in this case your financial freedom, all to yourself. Resolution 4. Invest wisely. Now don't worry, you don't need to be a Wall Street wizard for this. Investing can be as simple or as complex as you make it. At its core, investing is about putting your money to work for you. It's like hiring a group of tiny tireless elves who work around the clock to make your money grow. Now who wouldn't want that? Let's talk about some basics first. When you invest, you're essentially buying a piece of a company or a commodity with the expectation that it will increase in value over time. It's like buying a tree sapling, nurturing it, and watching it grow into a towering giant over the years. Now of course, not all saplings grow into giants. Some might wither and die, others may just remain stunted. That's where the concept of risk comes in. Different investments come with different levels of risk. As a beginner, you might want to start with low-risk investments. Think of them as hardy little shrubs that don't grow very tall but are likely to survive a harsh winter. One such option is a high-yield savings account. It's like a plot of land that guarantees a small, steady growth of plants no matter what the weather. You won't get a giant redwood, but you'll get a nice little garden. Another low-risk option is investing in bonds, especially government bonds. When you buy a bond, you're essentially lending money to the government or a corporation. In return, they promise to pay you back with interest. It's like lending your neighbor a lawnmower and getting it back with a basket of fresh apples every month. And if you're ready to venture into the forest, consider index funds. These are a collection of stocks that represent a market index. It's like owning a small piece of every tree in the forest instead of betting on one tree. Remember, investing isn't about getting rich quick. It's about growing your wealth steadily over time. It's about patiently watering your garden, enjoying the process, and reaping the fruits of your labor in the long run. So, buckle up, grab your garden gloves, and let's get planting. Resolution 5. Plan for retirement. Yes, it might seem far off, but it's never too early to start planning. Retirement planning, my friends, is like planting a tree. The best time to do it was 20 years ago. The second best time? Now. It's a crucial part of your financial journey, like the cherry on top of your financial sundae. It's all about setting yourself up to live comfortably when you've decided you're too cool for the 9-to-5 grind. So, how do you begin this adventure? First things first, determine your retirement needs. How much money do you think you'll need to maintain your lifestyle when you're no longer working? $1 million? 2? 10? Okay, let's not get carried away. The point is, you need to start with a clear goal in mind. Next, check out your employer-sponsored retirement savings plan. If your employer is offering to match your contributions, that's like getting free money. And who doesn't love free money? You'd be surprised how quickly those funds can grow. Don't have an employer-sponsored plan? Don't worry, there are plenty of other options out there. Individual retirement accounts, or IRAs, are a great option. They come in two flavors, traditional and Roth. Yummy. And then there's Social Security. Although it's not a retirement plan per se, it's a significant part of retirement income for many people. Just remember, relying solely on Social Security to fund your retirement is like trying to sail the Atlantic Ocean in a rubber dinghy. It might keep you afloat, but it's not going to get you very far. And just a quick reminder, retirement isn't just for old people. It's for anyone who wants to spend their golden years living life on their terms. Whether that's traveling the world, starting a llama farm, or just binge-watching your favorite shows without any interruptions. Think of retirement planning as a gift to your future self. Because, let's face it, future you deserves to kick back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. So, start planting those retirement seeds today. So, those were some financial resolutions to consider for 2024. Let's do a quick recap, shall we? Firstly, we talked about the importance of setting new financial goals for the new year. These goals act as your financial compass, guiding you towards a more secure and prosperous future. Whether it's buying a new house, going on a dream vacation, or saving for your child's education, remember that a goal without a plan is just a wish, so set your financial goals and work towards them. Next, we delved into the world of budgeting. As boring as it may sound, creating a budget is a crucial step towards financial stability. It's like a financial roadmap, showing you where your money is going and helping you make more informed decisions. And remember, a budget is not a constraint, but a tool to gain financial freedom. Then, we moved on to saving more. We emphasized the importance of saving, not just for a rainy day, but for sunny days too. Because who doesn't want to enjoy a stress-free vacation, right? So start saving today, even if it's a small amount. Every penny counts. After that, we discussed paying off debt. Debt can be a huge burden, but it's not insurmountable. With a solid plan and a little bit of discipline, you can get rid of debt and free yourself from the chains of financial stress. Next, we talked about investing wisely. Investing is not just about making more money, but also about securing your future. So, do your research, seek advice, and invest in opportunities that align with your financial goals. Lastly, we touched on planning for retirement. Because let's face it, we all want to enjoy our golden years without financial worries. So, start planning for your retirement today. It's never too early or too late. Remember, it's not about perfection, but progress. Here's to a financially healthy 2024.